Alright, so I did my project on unemployment rates by the countries. Introduction. I gathered all the data of unemployment rates by percentage for each country. The smallest was Belarus with 0.6%, and I'll tell you why that was later. And the largest was Macedonia with 30%. And all the countries, the unemployment rate percentages were taken in 2013. Besides these 5 countries, Saudi Arabia, Mauritius, Nigeria, Syria, and Georgia. And I only got 108 countries out of the 188, because that's all I had the data for. And this is the shape of my data. It's obviously right skewed, and I put them all into groups with each group having 3.99%. So my outliers, I had no low threshold outliers, because an outlier had to be below negative 5.1%, and you can't have a negative unemployment rate. And there were 5 outliers that were in the high threshold, and which was over 22.1%. And it was South Africa with 24.74%, Spain with 26.38%, Bosnia and Herzegovina with 27%, Greece with 27.25%, and then Macedonia with 30.02%. So my spread, the range of this data was 29.4, so you could see that the higher countries were bringing all this data up. So it was Belarus and Macedonia, so I took 30 minus 0.6. And then the standard deviation with my data was 5.8%. And here's my box plot. There's the minimum, which was 0.6, so that's pretty much on 0%. And 30.02, which was around 30. Here's the median, quartile 1, quartile 3. And here's my stem and leaf plot. As you can see, it's right skewed. And then two countries I picked was Belarus, which was 0.6%. And so they're so low because they were part of the Soviet Union. And when they broke off, they had a huge agricultural base. So a lot of their jobs came from the farming and stuff. So they had a lot of jobs for them. And it's one of the highest standards of living in Belarus. And then Macedonia was my other one. And so they're so high because they're going through a post-communist transition period. So their country is pretty much in chaos, and people don't really have jobs. And Macedonia, they said it's higher when I looked it up, but they don't want to record it because it's unhealthy for the country. And this is my source.